Folks, I'm holding the Western Province Rugby Referees Football Referee of the Year award, and I mean a man that is recognised on a global level in rugby, and what an honour to have him on the Cape Rugby TV show. Johnathan Kaplan. Johnathan, I mean, do I need to say congratulations to you? You've got every medal in the book.
No. Look, I was just saying earlier, it's not really about, I've obviously got a lot of awards over time, and each award is it's important and it's special to get acknowledged for what you do, but it's much more than the award. I think I've probably been a bit remiss not to do as many club games as I could possibly have done over the last 10 years while I've been in Western Province, and I have stepped it up this year to try and make sure that I am not only doing the games, but that I'm visible to the public as well, to see that I am actually participating. And I think that's probably the greatest charity thing that I can do, is give of my time, for the clubs. And I can't always be perfect, and I'm not always right, but just to give of time is I think the way forward.
I watched you as a guest speaker at the UCT match where you refereed the match between UCT and Marties, but I also know that same morning you were refereeing a school game, and then in the afternoon you had to race from UCT down to Western Province to run the line there. How do you do it? How do you find the time? I mean, where do you find all this energy?
No, well, look, this is my job. I'm a professional referee. My job is to referee, so I really do have a lot of time of my own. And the little bit of time that I can give is it's cool. Like for me, I'm happy to do that. It's not like a big deal. And it's not, for me, it's not like I'm working. This is a hobby that I enjoy doing, and I'm getting paid for it. So it's a pleasure to do it,
One of the things that's come across for me and I remember you and I talking, I think in 1999 in a club in Durban on the coast there with Wynand Olivier and the boys, and we spent many hours chatting that evening, and it struck me that is your personality. You have this different approach to the game, it seems, different approach to life than the other referees. You have this sort of more personal, comfortable approach. Is that just you, or do you realize that that's the best for the game?
No, look, I was chatting to Nick Groom earlier, and I said to him, one of the things, I've been reffing 29 years, and one of the things I decided a long time ago, probably after about 3 or 4 years, was to develop a philosophy on the game, just like I had a philosophy on life. And so my philosophy on the game is about contributing to the best of my ability. So that I've got to use my skill set to best. I'm in a service field, first of all, and I've got to use my skill set to best deliver a product which is best for my immediate customers. And those are the oaks on the field. If I can make those oaks happy, I actually, the assessor in the stands, or the person who wants to tick me or cross me or criticize me, he can do that. He's paid for his seat, he can do whatever he wants. But my joy comes from those immediate customers. When I know I've delivered a superior product and they've come off the field and they're exhausted and they've had a lacquer game, that makes me hell of a happy. It's the same type of arena that, like a comedian. A comedian, his job is to make people laugh and be happy, and he's got to get a tremendous sense of enjoyment from watching himself making everyone happy. So it's the same thing. I've got a huge burden of responsibility to try and make everyone happy, and sometimes obviously I can't get it right all the time, but the fact that I've been around at this coalface for that amount of time probably is an indication that I do get it right most of the time.
Finally, folks, a sports person, because rugby is still sport, and it exists really for the society, sort of, to bring it. Would you agree with that, Johnathan? That rugby it's there for society.
Yeah, it's a great tool for society to come together and participate. Rugby is a great sport. The fact that we know about rugby, or that we're in a country which rugby is sort of like a semi-religion. We're just fortunate like that. But rugby is, for me, it's a brilliant team sport. It's got some great values which you can apply for life as well.
Final question, any relation to Charlie Weir? No relation to Charlie Weir, but he was my favorite boxer of all time, and I'm thrilled to say that I am currently standing with my favorite referee of all time. So, Johnathan, I'd like to award you again.
No, thanks, mate.
Folks, what a pleasure to have a referee that's down to earth, normal, and brings actually the best out of rugby on the field, and that makes it pleasurable for us to watch. Johnathan, listen, thanks at Stack. It's an honor and a privilege for us to be able to chat to you on the show here. Now finally you've got some viewers out there who would actually recognize you in a mall.